Jim. I live and work in Middelburg, in the south of the Netherlands. And although most people know that the world is round, there it's flat. The highest point of the region is the top of the chimney of the coal plant near the nuclear power plant. It's 600 feet high. 5 years ago, I stood on the top of the chimney. And I noticed when I looked at the horizon, it stayed on eye level. And when I looked down from the horizon to the foot of the chimney, the world suddenly became a gigantic bowl. Not a sphere, not flat, a bowl, with me in the center of it. And as an artist, I like to be in the center of the world. So I decided to take that as a starting point for a work of art. The year after, I went back to the top of the chimney and I photographed the bowl. This is what it looked like. The hole in the center is the footprint of the chimney. Now, to make a work of art of this, you had to be able to enter it. And it was a little problem. But a year later, the solution came as simple as elegant. It just took a giant mirror to turn the whole panorama upside down and lift it, let's say, 5 feet, so people could enter it from all sides. And when they were in the panorama, they could experience the feeling of walking on 600 foot above the industrial area of Zeeland. At that time, I thought, well, this is not more a panorama. I'll want to give it another name. And I decided to call it Ijirama, from looking down to the earth instead of looking around. Now, the panorama of the industrial area of Zeeland is not the most exciting place of the world. So I immediately start thinking about all kinds of other tall buildings all around the world as possible locations. Until a friend called and dropped the words panorama and New York. And that blew my mind. Everybody who thinks of the word panorama and New York immediately thinks about the world-famous and also emotionally charged at the moment panorama from the observation deck of the South Tower of the World Trade Center. Now, with the Ijirama, I could recreate that panorama. I could give it back to the people. Imagine people, visitors of the panorama, walking on 1,300 feet, the height of the Twin Towers, above New York, above the footprints of the Twin Towers, without the Twin Towers beneath them. Now that would be a stunning experience, and with that emotion it became a work of art. Last May, the 2nd, I was in New York. I was invited by the directors of the National September 11th Memorial and Museum, One Liberty Platz, and to show them the Twin Towers Ijirama. It was a day the world learned about the killing of Osama bin Laden. I would like to share a short video with you that shows how the Twin Towers panorama would look if realized in the National Memorial Museum, 7 stories under the ground, where at the moment it's built. People entering that panorama would be 7 stories underground and at the same time 1,300 feet above the place. This is what it would look like. for you.
William. A guy from Middelburg, Zeeland. That he comes up with such a huge concept for the best known place in the world. What is the status? What's happening?
Well, the directors of the museum and the curators that were attending the meeting at that time, it was a meeting I had half an hour, and it lasted nearly 2 hours, more than 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And, well, they loved it. So.
They loved it. Okay, well. Thank you so much for sharing your vision.